a young person or an artist that has done anything in this space, I want you guys to move up towards the front. If you're a young person or an artist that's ever done anything in this space, you guys could move up towards the front.
That means you, Rob.
Okay, so if you guys all look around next to you, look around behind you, in the lot, in the garage, what you're seeing is everybody who is involved in this project. And so this project was a collaborative effort. This project was built through participatory processes, which means that the people that the project are for had something to do with every stage of the development. So the first thing I want you guys to do is give yourselves a round of applause, because you guys are the reason that it looks the way that it does. Now I want you to make a little bit more noise if you were here 1 year ago last week and marched down to Lawndale and Verner with us to vote to get this project selected for Southwest Detroit. And the last thing I want you to do is make some noise if you plan on spending the next 5 to 10 years here in the alley doing something.
What's up?
That's why we think that this project is important, because everybody that you're seeing has something to do with it, and everybody that you're seeing is going to be able to use it. So now that the grant is gone, and now that we're done with this phase of development, everything is just getting started. And so you guys have all contributed to something that's going to keep giving from year to year to year. So I wanted to first thank you guys first and foremost. Now, thank myself. Okay, thank you. Thank you, okay. Now I'm gonna be a little cardboard for about 45 seconds, and I'm gonna read because there's so many people that we need to mention, and I want to make sure that that our partners are formally recognized. And some of them are groups, you know, so they won't be specific people. But our neighbors on Avis have been amazing throughout the whole year. And we've had people involved that love what we're doing, and we've had people involved who hate what we're doing. And all of that is important to making something that meets everybody's needs. And so all of the comments, you know, have contributed. So, you know, we want to thank all of our neighbors on Avis and our neighbors on Falcon, you know, who've come out and helped us think of possible problems that we could have and helped us think of strengths that we have that we might not have noticed. I'd like to thank University of Detroit Mercy, the School of Architecture, as well as the Detroit Collaborative Design Center. And if Dan and Will could just kind of raise your hands so that people can see who you are. The only reason I'm calling you guys up to the front is not to embarrass you, but because I want everybody else to know that if you guys have questions about the design or how things work or how things came about and happening, questions about the garage and the lots, you can ask any of the youth, or you can ask, you know, Dan and Will, and they can give you guys some insight into some of those things. Also, Southwest Custom Bikes. Where's Paul? Paul is behind us. Southwest Custom Bikes was part of the planning process. You see this lovely bike rack that we have over here. We were originally only going to do 3 bike racks, and we wound up doing about 12. So one's going to live here, and then a bunch of them are going to live at different programs that we're going to try to connect, you know, to the alley space. And then eventually, you know, we're going to do some things where, you know, the young people who are riding back and forth between the bike racks, you know, feel a membership in all of the programs in different ways. So Paul has also helped us not only with Southwest Custom Bikes, but he helped put together this dedication for us. So if we could give them another round of applause, that would be great. Katie Craig, where's Katie? Okay, Katie's hiding back here. But Katie's been engaged with the young people in the alley since 2008 when we did Graphic Jam. And so Graphic Jam, you know, has evolved into what you guys are looking at now. So all of the young people and Katie that were involved in all of that, you know, have had a major part in everything that we're doing here. As well as that, throughout the past year, Katie has been involved in helping to bridge the gap between street art and the wider world of art. So we've been doing a series of workshops, and Katie's made sure that all of the young people that we have engaged in the project have not only been engaged in every stage of the project, but they've also been in contact with architects, with graphic designers, with street artists, and fine artists in every 2-week period over the last 52 weeks. So that's an amazing experience that all of the youth that have been involved in the project were able to do. 555 Gallery was able to construct the bike racks that you guys see over there. So if you guys see anybody, is anybody from 555 here right now? They'll be here in a little bit, so they'll be able to answer questions for you guys. The Falcon Street Block Club has a block party going on down the street. When we're done here at 4 or 5, whenever we end, everybody is invited to come on down there and have food. There's things for the kids to do. They have activities, they have music. So you can whet your appetite for food here and then get full down the street. Signature Services, which is a landscape service located on Woodmere and Fort Street, has been an amazing partner in helping us keep the lot maintained and also do some of the contractor work for us, getting everything set. Graphic Fusion, All Saints Neighborhood Center, been a partner for years with us with what we've been doing here in the alley. So if Christine could step forward, you guys can see Christine, and we've done a lot of partnerships between the youth here in the alley. All Saints. Clave, the microphone will be passed in a minute, so I won't spend too much time here, but this space that you're looking at is named Studio Luevanos, and it's been named after Mary Luevanos, who's a community activist and artist that has inspired all of us from the time that we were young until we're growing up, and I think that any artist that's here that grew up in the neighborhood can attest to the impact and inspiration that Mary has been on all of us. Also, growing up on Carson, Mary played kind of a block mother role. And so for all of the Carson in-laws here, we also have a lot of, respect and love for Mary. So. Carson! But you're going to hear from her in a minute, so I won't spend any more time with that. Mary, where are you? Is she hiding? There. Oh, okay. She's hiding tears behind her glasses, I'm sure. So, we'd also like to thank North End Studios for bringing different groups of artists by and helping them find a place where where they feel like is home for their art, and it's helped and it's really expanded on the experience for the young people. Ross Hansen, who's not here yet, but that is the creator and builder for the pallet park that you see up towards the front. Kind of the big. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it gives us a place to sit and put in some green things. Leonard Howard, who's my dad. I don't see him right now, but he's hiding. Oh, there he is. He's over there on the stump. He knows I can do almost nothing with my hands. So anything that happens that's done with people's hands that is attributed to me comes from him. So he's a great help. Always around, always willing to haul some stuff or bring people out. The Villalobos family and Adam Willingham. We want to thank all of you guys as a group for helping put together the wall project down the street that everybody sees between Falcon and Avis on Ellesmere. If you get a chance when you leave, is a 180-foot mural that spans basically a city block, and they were instrumental in helping us to get that put together. So I want to thank you guys, all the artists that came out for that. And lastly, we want to thank La Terraza Restaurant, who's providing the food for today. They're over there underneath the shade tree. As soon as we're all done talking, I want you guys to go over there and sample their food fare. It's amazing, and they're right down the street. Yep, there's Israel right there. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to give the microphone to Mary, and we want her to be able to say a couple words so you guys can understand a little bit about the vision that we have for Studio Luevanos, and hear from the lady that's such a great inspiration that we decided to name it after. So.
I just want to say I've gotten a few awards in the past, and I cannot begin to tell you how overwhelming this has been. I have never wanted to leave Southwest Detroit. My heart is right here because it's here with all these young people that I've seen through the years. I mean, look at me. Look at me now. I mean, they keep getting older. And they have gotten older in the most beautiful of fashions. And I've got to say, Mr. Howard, if everybody creates kids the way you've done, my heart is in this community and my heart is in with these young people. I've often told my peers that we need to smile and say, how do you do to the young people instead of criticizing them all the time. And this is an example of what happens. So I'm speechless, and that's hard for me to be. So I just can't relate how I just can't tell you how I feel. And this has been going on ever since Eric called. I mean, I just have all these emotions. And Thank you so very much. And wait a minute. And this other guy over here.
So the other guy that she hugged is Greg Donnelly, and he'll tell you a little bit more about Mary also. She was pretty modest to use that as a PSA, but you guys, the work that Mary has done is